Why would Wendy's need a ghost kitchen?
Let's put it this way. If Wendy's didn't want to open up a location in Hoboken, right? They have a location that's 35, 40 minutes away, but they've targeted Hoboken and Jersey City as a place that is a ton of the deliveries from there, but it's costing them a lot of money to get it over there. People aren't buying it as much because it's taking, an hour and 20 minutes to get to them, so on and so forth. You may just come to me and say, hey, listen, here's all the Wendy's ingredients, food, blah, 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 blah. We're going to be able to advertise this now within you guys, and you're going to be able to deliver it much faster for us because you're right in the middle of our big market. And now we don't have to go to, 4th and Washington here in Hoboken and put up a lot of money to pay rent to be in Hoboken and to even compete from a perspective of people walking down the street with McDonald's and all these small time restaurants. I can cut my costs by a lot by not having rent, by not having to have the insurance there and all of that jazz that comes with owning a location. You can just pop up. Here's the ingredients, Pat. You can make Wendy's now, Wendy's food, and now we'll do all the advertising. We'll do all that. You just take a piece of the profits, or we'll pay you. We'll pay you like which would be nice is if they would just pay my kitchen labor and my a piece of rent. I would take that deal in a heartbeat. You guys can make all the money you want off me. I want to cut my costs as much as I can. And so that's why I would do it. I was Wendy's. And if Wendy's came to me during this time, I would love it. I would absolutely love to take them up on a deal where they would come in and pay a little bit of my fees, and then they can go out and deliver as much as they want. And that Nathan's hot dog story is real. That was a story that, a time where I got people there's this company that had a bunch of different brands under their umbrella that they were able to then go and you got to pick which one you thought would do well within your network with them, of course. And then they would open it up. They would do all the advertising. They would do all that. And I think we got like maybe 5% of the deal, something like that. Nothing crazy. We weren't going to make a killing on this, but we were going to make a little bit of money. And the kitchen staff would do a little bit more work for the time being, but we would hopefully make some money on the food department than what we've had, because we've all known, if you listen to the show, that the food industry has been a difficult one. And I'm seeing more and more restaurants close, at least locally here, where it's tough on people. It's tough on people. But listen, I thought that this type of model was bound to, have a correction since we're talking stock market stuff, Tebow. The correction, I believe, is anything like 10 to 20%. I think over 20% is a recession, so to speak. But it was too much. Like when we're going through this, Tebow, you talk about, the cheesesteaks. You talk about, all of these different brands that are just coming in and like, we're going to load you up with, these different types of brands. It was bound to correct because, again, one, delivery was going to come down. It wasn't going to be the same as it was during COVID when people, were forced to get delivery. And then on top of that, like we talked about, we're going to lose some quality. We're going to lose some, inconsistent behavior. I remember I ordered some food. You talk about these delivery guys. I ordered some food. This guy was pulling up to my apartment building, and in today's day, you deliver. You put the. I don't know if you do this in Tampa, but the food gets put in front of the door. They take a picture, and then there's like a message sent to you. Hey, your food's outside. And you're like, all right, great. This guy like messaged me through the app, say, I'm not coming upstairs. I was like, what? I was like, yeah, I'm not coming upstairs. I go, well, what do you mean? I was like, just come upstairs, drop it off in front of the door. He said, no, I'm not. I'm going to do it in the lobby. And if you don't want me to do it in the lobby, I'm taking the food back. I was like, what? What is going on? This is the one time, by the way. This is the one time. I may have told the story on the show before. This is the one time, Tebow, that I said, no problem, drop it off downstairs. Dropped it off downstairs and went immediately. I did my one Karen move for the year, immediately went to the app, asked for my tip back. I am not tipping you if you do not complete the service. Or I probably should have deducted the service, but he was a jerk. So I was like, I'm not doing this. You picked up the delivery. You were supposed to deliver the food. You told me no, and that you were going to threaten me to take my food back to the restaurant, which, by the way, now thinking back, I'm pretty sure it was Wendy's, Tebow.
There you go, Wendy's.